everybody, and welcome to One Old Biddy and a Crockpot. Today, we're going to make Crockpot balsamic pork roast. Ooh. And I'm telling you, this is a delicious, delicious side dish too. And with it, on the side, I'm going to serve Tuscan seasoned broccoli and roasted cauliflower rice with garlic and lemon. Ooh. So y'all will have to figure those out on your own. But I will turn you on to this Crockpot roast. First of all, I have a lovely pork loin roast, center cut, boneless pork roast. Ooh. And we are going to coat that pork roast with some kosher salt. Ooh. Now, you know that kosher salt is just a larger grain salt. So
fun fact.
But it is a fun fact. Kosher grain. I have another one coming up for you in a few minutes, another fun fact. So we're going to coat it with the lovely kosher salt. And we're also going to coat it with garlic powder. Now, this recipe calls for red pepper flakes, but there's two little issues with the red pepper flakes.
What are those?
They're too darn hot, and I don't like them.
Oh.
So I don't have any.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm just saying. Now, if the two chicks want to buy some red pepper flakes when they do theirs, welcome to it. But if you do, it takes 1/2 a teaspoon of red pepper flakes.
All right.
So we've got garlic powder and kosher salt on our pork roast, which we're going to place into the crock pot. Okay. Now we're going to make a liquid sauce to go on it. And this sauce is going to involve...
Ooh, we need some of those bowls. Oh, Jenny.
And we're going to, this is vegetable broth. Now, this vegetable broth is also homemade because here's a fun fact and a fun tip. As I cook during the week, and I do cook, as you can see, I cook and I know things. So here is something I cook and something I know. And that is, number one, that every time you fix the celery, you take that core of your celery and you throw it into a plastic bag and throw it in the freezer. Then the next day when you make broccoli, you cut all of those stems off and you throw it in that bag. Then you make cabbage the next day. You save that core and you put it in that bag. Ooh. Everything, the ends of your onions, even the skin of your onions, when you cut the tips off of your asparagus, every vegetable you make, you put it in a gallon bag and put it in the freezer. Then when you get done and the bag gets full, actually I wait for 2 bags, you put them in a big stew pot with water and a little salt on the refrigerator, on the stove, and you boil them until you have a lovely vegetable broth. Then you drain those vegetables all off, and you have a lovely vegetable broth. Wow, in this case, we're going to use 1/3 of a cup of our vegetable broth. You could always also use chicken broth.
Okay.
So I have reserved 1/3 of the cup of this broth from which I made soup yesterday.
Oh, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crock pot recipe too. I'll have to tell you that sometime.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 1/3 of a cup of chicken or vegetable broth. Then we're going to use 1/3 of a cup, if you can get it open. This is Evan. Okay, while we're waiting on an opener for that, we're going to use 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Seriously, open this.
We're struggling. This is always why you bring a friend. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Especially a strong one.
The strong friend.
Oh, I should have tried to open it before. Open it. We need it open.
Sorry. Oh, he's got it.
Thank you.
He's got it.
This is balsamic vinegar. Now, you might have to buy this too. This is actually a sweet vinegar that comes from Italy. This one came from Modena, and to be honest with you, I brought it from Italy.
Wow.
A couple of years ago.
Wow.
So I don't use it very often, but this is a pretty special thing too. And believe it or not, we're going to use 1/3 of a cup of it.
All right.
This is called balsamic pork roast.
That's correct.
So the balsamic vinegar, as you know, is quite aged. So there you have the balsamic. And our lovely secret ingredient, which is 1 tablespoon of honey.
Ooh.
And I bought a local honey.
Ah.
This is the liquid.
Wow, I didn't even know it came like that. Fun fact.
Fun fact. Okay, so Mmm. Have a little tiny whisk. Little tiny whisk. So I'm going to whisk the honey into this.
It's very wee.
It's wee. Yes, it's wee. And we're going to pour that directly over our pork roast.
Ooh.
And it smells sweet and savory already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we're going to cook this pork roast for 4 hours on high or 6 to 8 hours on low. And once the pork is done, you pull it out of here and tear it apart with 2 forks. Lower it back into your crock pot and ladle the sauce over it. And then you have a delicious side dish. And as usual on 2 chicks in a crock pot, in this case, 1 old biddy in a crock pot, we will post the recipe and the finished product.
Yay!
Bye!